Hi, this is Alex Carter, creator of Momentum English. Welcome to our brand new lesson series, the Momentum English program.
Why do I call it Momentum English? Because in these lessons, we are going to focus on two big things. Number one, you are going to learn English. Of course, we'll still use my favorite method, the mini stories, the same style that has helped thousands of learners. Number two, the topics, the focus, the heart of these lessons will be about the psychology of learning and the psychology of success. These ideas don't just come from me. I've studied people like Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, Joe Vitale, and others. I've taken the most powerful ideas about mindset, motivation, and success, and I've brought them into English learning. Why? Because after working with many English learners, I discovered something very important. Most people don't fail because of grammar. They don't fail because of vocabulary. They fail because of psychology.
Tony Robbins says that psychology is 80% of success. And in my experience, he's absolutely right. The other 20%, that's the method you use, the teacher you have, the books or resources you follow. Yes, those matter, but they are secondary. What really matters is your motivation, your energy, your belief in yourself. When I look at my most successful students, they are always enthusiastic, optimistic, and full of energy. The ones who struggled or quit, they had the opposite attitude. Negative thoughts, low motivation, constant doubts. So, in these lessons, I'm going to teach you how to manage your emotions, how to create a powerful, unstoppable attitude toward English, and how to maintain it so you never burn out, so your motivation gets stronger every week. In language teaching, we call these non-linguistic factors. That means the things that are not directly about grammar or vocabulary, things like motivation, confidence, and your emotional state. Research shows these factors are just as important or even more important than the actual language study. So, how will we do this? One of the first steps is creating a daily English ritual. You will train both your mind and your body to feel fantastic before you start learning. This is not school. You're not going to sit down bored and tired. We're going to get your energy high first. Because when you feel great, you learn faster, remember more, and speak more confidently. Here's the Momentum English Daily Plan. Get into a peak emotional state. Peak means the highest point, like the top of a mountain. You want to feel amazing, not just okay. Move your body. Smile. Jump around if you can. Spend 5 to 10 minutes getting your energy high before you start listening. Listen to the main lesson 1 to 2 times. If it's difficult, read the transcript at the same time. Use a dictionary if needed. Listen to the vocabulary lesson 1 to 2 times. This will help you understand the meanings and usage of important words from the main lesson. Listen to the mini story several times. The mini story is the most important part. I will ask you many simple questions. Your job is to answer quickly, automatically, without translating in your head. Short answers are fine. Repeat every day for at least 1 week, longer if necessary. This is the deep learning method. You want the language to go deeply into your brain so it becomes automatic. And here's one more tip. Move your body while you listen. Go for a walk, stretch, use your hands when you answer questions. This keeps your energy high and helps your brain learn faster. So that's our starting point. This is Momentum English. Hi again. Welcome to the vocabulary lesson for our Introduction to Momentum English. Remember, in this vocabulary lesson, I will explain the meanings of some words and phrases from the introduction you just heard. You will hear these words in my speaking many times, so I want you to understand them deeply. I will also give you examples, real-life examples, so you can really feel what the words mean, not just memorize a dictionary definition. All right, let's start. Peak emotional state. Peak means the highest point, the top. Imagine a mountain. The very top of the mountain is the peak. So a peak emotional state means the very highest level of feeling good. You don't just feel okay, you feel fantastic. You feel amazing, your energy is high, your smile is big, your body feels strong. Example, if your favorite team wins the championship and you're jumping up and down, that's a peak emotional state. In Momentum English, we create a peak emotional state before learning. Why? Because when you feel amazing, you learn faster.
Physiology. Physiology means the way your body moves and works. It's your body's condition and activity. For example, if you're sitting with your shoulders down, your head down, and your breathing is slow, your physiology is weak. You will probably feel tired. But if you stand tall, breathe deeply, move your arms, smile, your physiology is strong, and you will feel more energetic. In our lessons, we use our physiology to control our emotions. Move your body. Change your mood. Ritual. A ritual is something you do regularly, the same way every time. Many cultures have religious rituals, but you can also have personal rituals, daily habits that prepare your mind and body. Example, drinking coffee every morning before work might be a ritual. Example, athletes often have a pre-game ritual. They always stretch in the same way or listen to the same song before playing. In Momentum English, your daily learning ritual is get into a peak state, listen to the main lesson, vocabulary, mini story, every day. Effortless. Effortless means without effort, without stress, without pain. It feels easy and natural. For example, when you first learned to drive, maybe it was difficult, but now after years of practice, it's effortless. You don't even think about it. That's how we want English to feel for you. Effortless. Deep learning. Deep learning means learning something very, very well, so well that you will never forget it. It's not surface learning, where you understand for a short time and then forget. Example, if you only hear a new word one time, you might forget it. But if you hear it 30, 40, 50 times in stories, conversations, and examples, that's deep learning. We do deep learning by repeating the same lessons every day for 1 week or more. Automatically. Automatically means you do something without thinking about it, without translating, without planning. Example, when you tie your shoes, you don't think step 1, step 2, step 3. You do it automatically. When you speak English automatically, the words come out fast and naturally, no translation. Non means not. Linguistic means related to language. So non-linguistic means not related to language. Non-linguistic factors are things like your emotions, your motivation, your confidence, your energy. They are not grammar or vocabulary, but they are often more important for success. Example, a student with high motivation and confidence learns faster than a student who knows grammar rules but feels bored or nervous. Motivation. Motivation is your reason for doing something, your drive, your desire. Example, if your dream is to work in Canada and you need English for that job, that's your motivation. Strong motivation helps you keep going even when you're tired or busy. Your job now. So here's what I want you to do. Listen to this vocabulary lesson every day for 1 week, just like the main lesson. Don't try to memorize. Just relax and listen. Let the words and meanings come into your brain again and again. You will hear these words many times in the main lesson, the mini story, and future lessons. Over time, you will understand them automatically. All right, that is the vocabulary lesson for the Introduction to Momentum English. Next, we will do the mini story, and that's where the real magic happens. Hi, this is Alex Carter. Welcome to the mini story for Introduction to Momentum English. In the mini story, I'm going to tell you a strange, funny story, but here's the important part. I'm not just telling the story, I'm going to ask you lots of questions. Why? Because questions mean repetition, and repetition means your brain learns the patterns of English deeply, automatically,
without thinking. You don't have to study grammar. You don't have to remember rules. You just listen, answer, and relax. If you can, answer out loud. Shout your answers. If you can't, maybe you're in a bus or at work, just answer silently in your head. Both are fine. And remember, when I ask questions, I'll often repeat them in different ways. That's on purpose. It's training. All right, let's start. There was a young man named Tommy. Who was the young man? That's right, Tommy. Was Tommy an old man? No, he was a young man. Was Tommy a young woman? No, of course not. He was a young man. All right. Tommy had a big problem. What did he have? A big problem. Was his problem small or big? It was big. A big, big problem. What was the problem? Tommy had to give a speech in English in front of 10,000 people. How many people? 10 people? No! Not 10 people. Not 100 people. 10,000 people! Was Tommy excited about this? No! He was terrified. He was so scared his knees were shaking. Why was Tommy scared? Because he had to give a speech in English in front of 10,000 people, and his English was not good. Was Tommy a fluent English speaker? No. He was a nervous, not fluent English speaker. So, Tommy went online to search for help. Where did he go? Online! He went online! Did he go to the supermarket? No, he didn't go to the supermarket. He went online. Why? To find help with English. Who did he find? He found a teacher named Alex Carter. Was Alex Carter a terrible English teacher? No. Alex Carter was the best, most energetic English coach in the world. What was Alex Carter's secret? He used momentum English, the system where you get into a peak emotional state before learning. Alex said to Tommy, Tommy, first get into a peak emotional state. Move your body. Jump around. What did Alex tell Tommy to do? Get into a peak emotional state. Did Alex say, sit still and feel bored? No. He said the opposite. Move, get excited, feel powerful. He jumped up and down. He shouted, yes, yes, yes. What did he shout? Yes, yes, yes. How did he feel after that? He felt great. He felt powerful. He felt unstoppable. Then Alex said, now listen to the main lesson 1 or 2 times. How many times? 1 or 2 times. Did Tommy read a grammar book? No. He listened to the main lesson. After that, Alex said, next, listen to the vocabulary lesson 1 or 2 times. What lesson? The vocabulary lesson. And finally, Alex said, now listen to the mini-story several times, answering quickly and automatically. Was Tommy supposed to think slowly? No, he was supposed to answer quickly without thinking. So Tommy followed the plan. Day 1, he got into a peak emotional state. Listened to the main lesson, vocabulary lesson, and mini-story. Day 2, same thing. Day 3, same thing. How many days did he do this? Every day. For how long? At least 1 week. Did Tommy study for just 1 day? No. He studied every day for a whole week. After 7 days, something amazing happened. What happened? Tommy felt more confident. His English started to flow. Did Tommy still feel terrified? No. He felt excited and ready. Finally, the big day came. Who was in the audience? 10,000 people. Were they sleeping? No, they were waiting for Tommy. Tommy walked on stage. He was smiling. He was in a peak emotional state. Did he speak slowly and nervously? No, he spoke loudly, clearly, with confidence. How did the audience react? They clapped. They cheered. They shouted his name. Tommy! 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 Was Tommy happy? Yes. He was in the happiest, most excited state of his life. And that's the story of Tommy and his momentum English transformation. Remember, listen to this mini story every day for at least 7 days. Answer quickly. Get into a peak emotional state before you listen. That's how you build fluency fast. Remember, momentum is the key. Every single day, small steps, big energy, and you will grow stronger and stronger. So, hit that subscribe button right now. Yes, do it now! Subscribe, join our community, and keep your English momentum alive. Don't wait, don't stop, don't quit. Together, we are unstoppable. This is Alex Carter, and this is Momentum English. See you in the next lesson.